Hi friends, welcome. Hope you're staying cool in this heat wave. Today I have a video on fairy gardens and mud kitchens for kids. So if you need some summer ideas to keep the kids busy, check it out. Welcome to the barnyard scene from what I will call a fairy garden. Clearly these are not fairies and they are barnyard animals, but for ease of a name, I'll still refer to it as a fairy garden. And we do not have a proper garden surrounding this either, so you can really get creative with your quote-unquote fairy garden. Some of these animals can be purchased at stores like Dollar General and Dollar Tree. Some require a more specialty store. Here is our little fire set up. You can get some very interesting pieces these days, even some that illuminate, obviously. The gnomes were purchased at, I believe, something like Dollar Tree or Dollar General again, so it is not very expensive to start a fairy garden. And this moss, this faux moss, was purchased, at a greenhouse, but I'm sure you can get them at stores like Hobby Lobby or Amazon, etc., maybe even Dollar General. And on to the young boy paddling in a little boat, super cute. So I just wanted to touch on quickly, why might you want to start a fairy garden for your children? What reasons could compel you to do so? Setting up a fairy garden allows your children to engage in structured role play and even unstructured role play. They can pretend to be the certain characters that they have in front of them, or they can, just use their imaginations and incorporate the fairy garden homes or ponds into other play with other toys. We actually have this setup that I'm showing you on a table in our garage, so it's more or less a permanent fixture, but there are so many different avenues to display your fairy garden. You can also incorporate found nature objects into your fairy garden, as we have done. These are what my husband calls river rocks, and we found these in Minnesota, so you can incorporate just found nature objects from your trips or just, days with your children, and then as they play with them in the fairy garden, they can reminisce on those memories where they collected the found nature objects. So yes, I hope that I have inspired you to consider setting up a fairy garden for yourself, or even just do as I did and set it up on a table, erasing the garden element. It's all fine, whatever works for you and your family. But yes, so thank you for checking out the fairy garden portion. On to the mud kitchen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this brief video on fairy gardens and mud kitchens. And if you actually make a fairy garden or a mud kitchen of your own, if you felt inspired, please do let me know how it turns out for you. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and any like, share, or subscribe would be greatly appreciated.